Hey everyone, so you're looking for a dog trainer here in Middletown, right? It can feel like a huge task, but don't worry. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the perfect fit for you and your best friend.
You know those perfect days, right? Just taking a calm, easy walk with your dog along the river, maybe heading through old downtown. That's the dream. And having a well-trained dog means you can actually enjoy all of that without any stress. It all starts with getting the right training foundation. Okay, first things first, we need to get a handle on what kinds of training are even out there. Once you understand the options, it's so much easier to choose what's actually going to work for your dog's personality and your life.
Pretty much all modern, effective training revolves around this one idea: positive reinforcement. It's really simple, actually. You're just rewarding the behavior you want to see. This approach builds up your dog's confidence, which is exactly what you need for handling all the sights and sounds of Middletown, from the farmer's market to just a busy sidewalk.
So, how is this training delivered? Well, you've basically got two main formats. Group classes are awesome for puppies or any dog that needs to practice focusing around other dogs. Plus, they're usually easier on the wallet. But if you're dealing with a specific problem, like maybe your dog goes wild when the doorbell rings, that's where private lessons are perfect. You get that one-on-one, customized help. You'll also see some more intensive options, like board and train, where your dog lives with the trainer for a bit, or day training, which is kind of like doggy school. For any of these, here's the most important part. The program has to teach you how to continue the training. Otherwise, those good behaviors just won't stick around. All right, so you know the different types of training. Now let's figure out how to find the right person. When you're evaluating a trainer, there are some really clear signs of professionalism and expertise you can look for.
Now here's a key piece of info. Ohio doesn't actually require dog trainers to be licensed. So these certifications, they're a really big deal. They show that a trainer has put in the work, stays up to date on the science, and is committed to humane methods. And if you're dealing with something more serious like fear or aggression, a CDBC is the kind of specialist you'd want to find.
So you found a trainer who looks promising. What do you ask them? Going into that first conversation with a few key questions prepared is honestly the best way to feel confident you're making the right choice.
Let's break these down. First, with philosophy, you want to hear words like positive reinforcement. For credentials, ask about the ones we just saw. Number 3 is huge. You want to know they're not using a cookie-cutter approach. And the last two are all about transparency. A true professional will be crystal clear about your role, the costs, and how you'll both know you're making progress.
And, of course, let's talk about the money. Knowing the typical prices in our area is really helpful for budgeting and for recognizing when a price seems a little off one way or the other.
As you can see, there's a pretty wide range here in the Middletown area. Group classes are the most affordable way to get started. Those immersive board and train programs, on the other hand, are a serious financial commitment. And just a tip, you'll often find that buying a package of lessons gives you a better value overall.
Just to give you a solid number to think about, this range, $140 to $225, is what you should expect to pay for a standard 6-week group obedience class around here. It's a really common starting point for a lot of people, so it's a good number to have in your head. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. Being a great dog owner in Middletown isn't just about training. It's also about knowing the local rules of the road. Let's cover the big ones real quick.
This number is the one to remember: 8 feet. Whenever you're in a public place in Middletown, your dog has to be on a leash, and that leash can't be any longer than 8 feet. It's a straightforward rule that keeps everyone safe.
A few other things to keep in mind. First, excessive barking can actually be considered a public nuisance, and good training can really help with that. Also, state law requires a current rabies vaccine, and you have to have that little tag on your dog's collar at all times.
So you've put in the work with your trainer, now for the fun part. Where can you go to practice everything you've learned? We've got some great spots here in Middleton to help your dog practice their skills in the real world.
For anything off-leash, Dogwood Park is your place. It's the designated spot for it. The separate areas for big and small dogs make it a safe, controlled space to really work on that super important come command.
Smith Park is the perfect next step. The huge open fields are great for practicing that nice, loose leash walk with just enough distraction, like other people and dogs in the distance, to make it a good challenge.
And when you're ready to really test those skills, head over to the Great Miami River Trail. This is where you can see how well the training holds up against real-life stuff. Bikes, runners, all kinds of new smells. It's an amazing place to build a truly reliable, well-behaved dog. You know, all of this really comes down to one thing: Putting in the time to find the right trainer, it's not just another chore. It's truly an investment in a calmer, happier life for both of you.
We really hope this helps you feel ready and empowered to find the perfect training partner for your family. Good luck with your search. A well-trained dog makes everything better, from just hanging out at home to having friends over to exploring everything our great town has to offer.